Hi, 7th graders. If you're watching this movie, it's because you have an elephant card. There's going to be 2 examples again today based on what we saw yesterday. So the biggest thing that we saw yesterday is people not knowing when to flip the inequality sign and when not to. So we'll discuss that in another example today. And you also have at the top of each problem, flip this sign. You can circle yes or no so we can decide before we start the problem. So here's the problem we're given. Negative 4b is greater than negative 20. I know that I'm going to have to flip the inequality sign if the coefficient, the number in front of the variable, is negative. This is a negative 4b, so I know that I'm going to have to divide each side by a negative. So I'm going to circle yes, that I need to flip the sign. Right away I'm going to flip it. And again, I'm dividing by a negative on each side. The negative 4 divided by negative 4 will leave me with just a positive 1b. Now what I need to be careful on here is I'm dividing each side by a negative 4. I need to think. I have negative 20 divided by negative 4. A negative divided by a negative will make a positive 5. So b is going to be less than 5. I'm just going to make my number line. I'll start 0 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's going to be less than 5 because there's no or equal to. It is an open circle. I'm going to shade in everything that is less than 5. Hit pause on this video right now. I want you to try the next example. It's a similar problem to the one that we just did. Remember, if there is a negative number that has a coefficient, meaning in front of the variable, then you will flip the sign. The next example is 1/5 c plus 3 is greater than 6. For this problem, I want to get all of my variables on one side, which means I need to get rid of my constant. I can get rid of a plus 3 by subtracting 3. That leaves me with 0, or just 1/5 c on this side. I will also subtract 3 from this side. 6 minus 3 is going to be 3. Now, I could have done this at the beginning, or I can do it now. My coefficient in front of my variable is positive, which means each side is going to be multiplied or divided by a positive number. Because it's positive, I will not flip the sign. Now I'm looking to get 1c. In order to get c by itself, I need to multiply each side by the reciprocal. If I multiply each side by 5 over 1, this will become 1 times 5 is 5. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 over 5, that's just 1c. So if I multiply this side times 5 over 1, I must also multiply this by 5 over 1. Well, 3 over 1 times 5 over 1 is going to equal 15 over 1. These cancel out to 1c like we had said. 15 over 1 is just the same as 15. Any whole number over 1 is just itself. And now I can graph my answer. C is going to be greater than 15. I see that this is a larger number, so I'm going to draw my number line according. I'll do 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and I'll throw in 16 as well. It's going to be greater than 15 because there's no or equal to. It's an open circle. I'm going to shade everything to the right. You have the back side of your worksheet to finish, and then you can do ST Math and listen to Pandora. Good luck.